Hello and welcome back. So this video is very exciting. This was created by Jen Loves Reviews and I've seen a lot of people do this and I thought it would be very fun. So it is 20 best makeup products from 20 brands in 20 minutes. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you don't know who Jen Loves Reviews is, I'll link her down below. She has some really fun video ideas. So let's get into it. I'm going to start out with a high-end brand. I've talked about this a lot on my channel, and that is Marc Jacobs. My favorite product is this bronzer. This is the one that's Tantastic in the white packaging. I think it was limited edition, but then it came out again. I really like this bronzer, and I like the other one too, the one in the black packaging, but the undertone of this works a little bit better for me. This blends like a dream. And you do get a lot of product if you are someone who does not own a lot of bronzers. That would be helpful. All right, let's jump into a drugstore brand. I'm gonna go with CoverGirl, and I really think overall just their mascaras are their best product. This is the Clump Crusher. I like several other CoverGirl mascaras, and a lot of things I've tried from them have not been that great. Like none of their foundations really match me, and I don't know, there's been some other mediocre products from them, but all around, their mascaras are amazing. I'm gonna jump around between high-end and drugstore, but onto another drugstore, Essence. Hands down, the best product they have is this Pure Nude highlighter. It is gorgeous, you've seen it a million times. It can be built up to be more dramatic, or I use it as a finishing powder. It's so good, I love it. This thing is only $4. I know a lot of people like Essence mascaras, but I've had pretty bad luck with them smudging and flaking on me. All right, back to high-end. Josie Maran. I actually have not tried a lot from this brand. I've tried a few things and they were fine, but this foundation is my favorite. I think it may be my absolute favorite foundation of all time. It is the Vibrancy foundation, and also this color matches me perfectly. As we all know, it can be hard to find like an exact match. This is Cosmic G15. This is $45, so it's definitely more expensive than a lot of other foundations, but it's a bit luminous without being too dewy. I have combination skin, so too dewy can be a problem for me, but it's not too matte. I don't know, it just looks really good. It lasts well, and I really like it. Okay, on to Stila. Stila is a brand I've tried a few things from. Their eyeshadows did not wow me. Several other things I thought were mediocre, but the Stila glitters, I mean, everybody loves these, really. Yeah, these are amazing. It's a unique product, I think. I've never seen anything exactly like it, although a lot of people are kind of duping these now, but this is glitter for dummies. I've said it before, I can just slap it on and it looks good, so these are awesome. This is also Kitten Karma, by the way. All right, another drugstore brand is Milani, and I gotta say, that's been another hit or miss brand for me, but this eyeshadow primer has really blown me away. For a long time, I thought Wet n Wild was the only eyeshadow primer that didn't crease on me, but I have discovered this and it is amazing. I have very oily eyelids and this does not crease. So yeah, this is amazing. Let's do a few eyeshadow palettes. So this was difficult for me. I decided to pick Juvia's Place as a brand, and that is hard because they are some of my favorite eyeshadows. I love them all, but I went with the Zulu palette. I really like this. It's definitely a colorful palette. It's gorgeous. I don't have a lot of dupes for these. Like this is really nice too. This is gorgeous. The green, the blue, I don't know. This is just amazing. The quality is fantastic and I really love this brand overall, but I'm gonna go with this one. Okay, next up is Makeup Geek. And I would have to say the best product from them that I've tried is this In the Nude palette. A lot of these are permanent eyeshadows in their collection, so you can get them individually. But sadly, I think they stopped selling this palette. And it does have Grandstand, which is one of their most famous colors, if you will. And the quality, it's just amazing. I don't know what to say, but these are good eyeshadows. You can find them all individually. And now they sell quads at Target, which is kind of cool. So yeah, definitely this palette, but just overall their eyeshadows are really good. All right, let's go back to drugstore, and for NYX, I have tried a lot from NYX. I think if I had to pick a favorite though, it would be this particular butter gloss in Praline. It's kind of like a brown nude. It's definitely not as pigmented as it looks here. yeah, it's a bit more sheer, but I like that. It is beautiful, and yeah, I really love this butter gloss. This formula is fantastic. It's not too sticky, although it's a bit stickier than other lip glosses I like. But yeah, it is very comfortable, very pretty, very shiny, and Praline is my favorite. Right, this brand was difficult for me because I love a lot from them, and that is ColourPop. I love so many things from ColourPop, but I think if I had to pick one ultimate favorite, it would be their lip glosses. In general, I love all the ones I've tried. This is the only one I have right now, and that is a Moonchild. This was a Kathleen Lights collab. I mean, it's just a nude color, but their formula is really comfortable. I would say it's even more comfortable than the NYX because it is less sticky than that. They're just really smooth, really pretty. They have upped the price though. They're now $7. I think they upped the price on pretty much most of their products recently, but that's okay. I still love this. And yeah, ColourPop lip glosses are amazing. This one is kind of cheating because this is the only actual makeup product I've tried, and that is Burts Bees. I have tried some of their skincare products and their chapstick, and I really hate that thing. It is like really waxy and icky and gross. So I haven't liked anything else I've ever tried from Burts Bees, but this blush in Toasted Cinnamon, I love it. A lot of people have said this is too brown and too orange, which I mean, it definitely is, but I like that. So yeah, this is a gorgeous blush. Yes, it kind of does look like a bronzer, but I really like it. I like these type of really warm blushes. This is crazy pigmented though, so you do have to be careful, but definitely amazing quality. All right, we're over halfway through. Let's get into the next one, and Hourglass. I like a lot from Hourglass. I think I've mostly tried their ambient lighting powders though, but my favorite is Luminous Light. I've also talked about this a lot on my channel. This is incredibly subtle as a highlighter, but I like to use it as a finishing powder, and it's beautiful. I've never found an exact dupe. The essence is close. I will say the essence is similar, but there's just something a bit more ethereal about this. It's beautiful and I love it. Let's talk about Too Faced. This is a brand I used to love, now not so much. It's kind of fallen off the wagon for me, but I will say that one of their classic products I still love, and that is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer. It's so beautiful, has a really nice undertone. It's definitely a bronzer that makes me look very tan without making me look orange or overly like fake. I don't know, I really like it. Plus it smells like chocolate, and it's also good for contouring on my skin tone. This is just a classic product from Too Faced that is very good. This brand, I've only technically tried 2 things from them, and the first one I returned, and that is Natasha Tuna. I really did not like the mini star palette, so I was hesitant to get the mini nude, but I love it. So out of the 2 products I've tried, this is definitely my favorite. I mean, you've seen it a million times. It's just some nude eyeshadows, but the mattes blend like a dream, and the shimmers are really good. This one's a bit glittery, so you need some glitter glue or setting spray, but it's gorgeous and I really like this. On to Urban Decay, and this is a brand, again, I used to love, love, love Urban Decay, but then, I don't know, I feel like their products got less and less exciting. So if I had to pick a product from them that I love the most, it would be this Vice lipstick in, what are you, 1995? Nope, 1993, wrong year, okay. This is a comfort matte, and yeah, it's a brown. Actually, this looks really good with that NYX lip gloss. I really like this. I kind of want to put it on. Okay, I put it on top of a nude lipstick. As you can tell, it's fairly brown. You can build it up to be more brown than this, or you could just do one light layer and it's more subtle. I don't know. I really like this lipstick. I've never found an exact color like this that isn't kind of ugly looking. I don't know. Sometimes these type of colors can be a bit unflattering depending on your skin tone, but I really, really like this lipstick. Okay, so the next brand is Morphe, and a lot of people said the original Jaclyn Hill palette, which I do really like. But my issue with that palette is it's very large and bulky. Again, I do love it, but also the colors are really dupeable between my million other palettes, so I like it. But I think if I'm going to pick an ultimate favorite product from Morphe, it would actually be this bronzer in Icon. This is so nice. It blends like a dream. It's actually a dupe for that Marc Jacobs bronzer that I mentioned. But yeah, I just think this performs like a really high-end product, even though for Morphe it is more expensive because it is $19, but I think it's worth it. This is a really good bronzer. I like this packaging. I like that it's not overly bulky. It even has a mirror. I don't know. I think this is amazing. I do like the Jaclyn Hill palette, but I could probably dupe it 20 times over in my eyeshadow collection. The next item is my favorite highlighter of all time, and that brand is Tarte Cosmetics, and the highlighter is this one here. This is Everglow. This was the Nikki Tutorials collab. This is the one with the 3 shades. My absolute favorite is Glazed Donut, which is this super white one right there, and I am wearing that today. Yeah, it's super intense, and I was blotting it away. This one, I can't remember what this individual one is called. They sell all 3 of these separately. This one I really like too. This one is too dark for me, obviously, but I use either these 2 or I mix them together, and I really love this highlighter. I have other highlighters from Ofra that I also love. So overall, definitely my best highlighter formula in my opinion, but this color right here, Glazed Donut, is amazing. Okay, let's go into a more affordable brand, and that is BH Cosmetics. I really like a lot from BH Cosmetics. It is a brand that I think has improved their quality quite a bit over the last 1 to 2 years. If I had to pick a favorite palette from them, it actually would be the Royal Affair palette. This is, I mean, the quality is amazing. The shimmers are great, the mattes are great, they blend like a dream. It's got a combination of neutrals, cool toned, warm tones, some colorful shades. I don't know, I can't go wrong with this palette. I feel like I could do so many looks with this, and it's just amazing. Okay, 2 brands left. This one is Tarte Cosmetics. There's a lot from Tarte that I think is incredibly mediocre, and I do like the Shape Tape, but I'm not going to pick that. I actually think their best product is the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I absolutely love this palette. This was my Pan That palette in 2018. So yeah, I've used it a lot and I haven't gotten sick of it. I actually did use it recently and I really loved it. These mattes are absolutely fantastic. The shimmers can be a bit chunky and do require a setting spray, I think, but it's a really nice palette. It is more cool toned, which I like because we are overly saturated with warm neutral eyeshadow palettes. So it's beautiful, the packaging is beautiful, the quality is amazing, and I love it. The last brand is Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is my favorite makeup brand of all time, so picking a favorite product from them was very difficult, but I did decide to go with an eyeshadow palette, and that palette is the Norvina palette. This is the newest palette I have from them, but I gotta say it's beautiful. I really hesitated to get it because they do tend to dupe themselves throughout their palettes, but this one is definitely more unique. As you can tell, I have hit pan on it. This shade is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. I mean, I love this whole palette, and yeah, it's one that I mean, pretty much all my palettes I love to use with other ones. But yeah, you can really mix and match this with other palettes and get some gorgeous looks, and I really, really love it. All right, that is it for 20 best makeup products from 20 brands in under 20 minutes. A lot of people have done this video, so you can search it and see all of the people that have done it. I think it's a lot of fun. I really like all these products, and that's it. Thank you for watching.